Bad Bunny wears dresses as a bold expression of his personal style, challenging gender norms and making powerful political statements about identity and culture. Fashion as expression. Bad Bunny, the Puerto Rican superstar, has become a fashion icon known for his unique style that often blends masculine and feminine elements. His choice to wear dresses is part of a broader trend where he uses fashion to challenge traditional gender norms. By incorporating dresses and other typically feminine clothing into his wardrobe, he not only showcases his individuality but also encourages others to embrace their own identities without fear of judgment.
What the hell happened to the NFL? Just when you think all is well, Goodell prances in a 6-foot bunny. The NFL's back in hell. 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 Sunday night, those bright lights fade. Stadium's quiet, hearts betrayed. Used to be pride and mud on our face. Oh, baby, that just feels in that place. Now it just feels out of place. We want the
About 14% of Super Bowl viewers in 2024 were Hispanic, reflecting a steady rise in NFL engagement among Latino audiences. The Hispanic community is becoming an increasingly vital part of the NFL's fanbase. Super Bowl viewership among Hispanics rose from 10% in 2016 to 14% in 2024, according to Nielsen. The NFL considers Latino fans essential for future growth, with executives stating it's mathematically impossible to expand without them. The league has launched targeted campaigns like Por la Cultura, expanded Spanish-language broadcasts, and hosted international games in Mexico and Brazil to deepen engagement. Hispanic fans are also 39% more likely to recommend a brand and 37% more likely to be loyal to sponsors of sports they follow, making them a powerful demographic for advertisers. Around 4.5 million Hispanic viewers tune into NFL games each week, making up roughly 12 to 15% of the league's weekly audience. Here's a deeper look at the numbers and trends. Bar graph weekly Hispanic NFL viewership. Estimated 4.5 million Hispanic viewers per week watch NFL games, based on Nielsen's breakdown of total weekly NFL viewership and demographic shares. This accounts for 12 to 15% of the NFL's weekly audience, a figure that's steadily rising year over year. Upward trend growth drivers. The NFL's Por la Cultura campaign, Spanish-language broadcasts, and international games in Mexico and Brazil have helped expand Latino engagement. Hispanic fans are more likely to stream games, making up nearly 50% of all sports streaming viewership. The league is investing in Latino representation, with players like Isaiah Pacheco and cultural icons like Daddy Yankee featured in promotional efforts. Light bulb why it matters. Hispanic fans are brand loyal and highly engaged, making them a key demographic for advertisers and sponsors. The NFL sees Latino audiences as essential to its future growth, both domestically.
There's no publicly available weekly viewership data specifically for transgender or LGBTQ+ NFL fans, but surveys suggest LGBTQ+ fans make up an estimated 5 to 7% of the NFL's overall audience. Here's what we do know. American football estimated LGBTQ+ NFL viewership. While the NFL averages 17.5 to 22.3 million viewers per game depending on the week, there's no official breakdown by sexual orientation or gender identity. Until the next page, as I throw the BS flag on the field. Based on general U.S. population estimates and sports fan surveys, LGBTQ+ fans likely represent 5 to 7% of weekly NFL viewers, which translates to roughly 1 to 1.5 million viewers per game. Rainbow inclusion and engagement trends. 61% of NFL fans believe the league should be more inclusive of LGBTQ+ athletes, and 55% want their team to be more inclusive. The NFL has launched pride campaigns and supported players like Carl Nassib, the first openly gay active NFL player. Teams vary in their participation, some opt out of Pride Month promotions, while others actively celebrate and engage with LGBTQ+ fans. Megaphone why this matters. LGBTQ+ fans are increasingly vocal and visible in sports culture, and their engagement is shaping how leagues approach inclusivity, marketing, and community building.
Women make up about 47% of NFL fans, translating to an estimated 8 to 10 million female viewers tuning in each week. Here's how that breaks down. Bar graph weekly female NFL viewership. The NFL averaged 17.5 million viewers per game during the 2024-25 season. With 47% of fans identifying as female, that means roughly 8 to 10 million women watch NFL games weekly. This includes both traditional TV and streaming platforms like Amazon Prime and Netflix, which are seeing rising engagement from female fans. Running shoe why women are watching. The NFL has expanded its appeal through community initiatives, inclusive marketing, and female-focused merchandise. Cultural moments, like Taylor Swift's appearances at Chiefs games, have drawn new female viewers and sparked social media buzz. Women are increasingly active in fantasy football, sports betting, and team fandom, reshaping how the league engages its audience.
Men make up about 53% of NFL fans, which translates to roughly 9 to 12 million male viewers tuning in each week. Here's the breakdown. American Football Weekly male NFL viewership. The NFL averages 17.5 to 22.3 million viewers per game, depending on the matchup and week. With 53% of fans identifying as male, that means roughly 9 to 12 million men watch NFL games weekly. This includes both traditional broadcasts and streaming platforms like Amazon Prime and Netflix, which are expanding the league's reach. Megaphone engagement trends. Male fans are more likely to engage in fantasy football, sports betting, and team merchandise purchases. The NFL's marketing still leans heavily into male-centric narratives, rivalries, toughness, legacy, but is evolving to be more inclusive.
Approximately 2.6 to 3.3 million Black viewers watch NFL games each week, making up about 15% of the league's weekly audience. Here's how that breaks down. Bar graph weekly Black NFL viewership. The NFL averages 17.5 to 22.3 million viewers per game, depending on the week and matchup. Based on demographic data, 15% of NFL fans identify as African American or Black, which translates to roughly 2.6 to 3.3 million Black viewers per week. Upward trend engagement trends. Black fans are highly engaged in fantasy football, team loyalty, and cultural commentary around the sport. Cities like Atlanta, Baltimore, and Detroit have particularly strong Black NFL fanbases. The NFL has featured Black athletes prominently in marketing, but continues to face scrutiny over representation in coaching and executive roles.
White viewers make up the largest share of the NFL's weekly audience, estimated at around 11 to 13 million people per game. Here's the breakdown. American Football Weekly white NFL viewership. The NFL averages 17.5 to 22.3 million viewers per game, depending on the matchup and week. Based on Nielsen demographic data, about 65 to 70% of NFL viewers identify as white, which translates to roughly 11 to 13 million white viewers per week. Megaphone engagement trends. White fans span a wide range of regions, with particularly strong followings in the Midwest, South, and Northeast. They're highly engaged in fantasy football, sports betting, and team loyalty, often passing fandom down generationally. The NFL's traditional marketing and legacy narratives have long centered around this demographic, though the league is now expanding its cultural reach.
American football is the NFL, leaving its core fanbase. Some longtime fans, especially white, male, middle-class viewers, feel the NFL is drifting from its traditional roots. This sentiment often echoes broader political frustrations, like those voiced about the Democratic Party. Here's what's fueling that perception. 1. Cultural shifts in marketing. The NFL has embraced diversity campaigns like Por la Cultura, Latino Outreach, NFL Pride, and Inspired Change, Racial Justice. Some fans see these moves as politically charged or performative, especially when paired with anthem protests or social messaging on uniforms. 2. Changing broadcast style. More games are streamed on platforms like Amazon and Netflix, which skews younger and more urban. Commentary and halftime shows increasingly feature pop culture crossovers, e.g., Taylor Swift, Usher, which some traditional fans view as diluting the sport. 3. Fan base evolution. The NFL is actively courting Latino, female, and LGBTQ+ audiences, recognizing that growth depends on expanding beyond its legacy base. This doesn't mean abandoning core fans, but it does mean rebalancing the spotlight. Balance scale reality check. The NFL still thrives on its traditional fan base. White, male, middle-class viewers remain the majority. But like any major brand, it's adapting to demographic and cultural shifts, not unlike how political parties recalibrate to win elections.
NFL's total payroll in 2025 is approximately $8.93 billion, while its annual revenue exceeds $23 billion, making it the most lucrative sports league in the world. Here's a detailed breakdown of the league's financials. Moneybag NFL payroll, 2025, total league payroll, $8.93 billion across 32 teams. Salary cap per team, $279.2 million, the highest in NFL history. Average player salary, $3.2 million. Median player salary, $860,000. Rookie minimum salary, $840,000. Quarterback average salary, $5.80 million plus. Player share of revenue, approximately 48%, per the collective bargaining agreement, CBA, upward trend NFL revenue, 2024-2025, total league revenue, 2024, $23 plus billion. National revenue distribution per team, $432.6 million. Local revenue, e.g., ticketing, concessions, accounts for approximately 40% of team income. TV and streaming deals, worth $13.8 billion annually, with partners like Fox, CBS, ESPN, Amazon, and Netflix. Sponsorship revenue, $2.49 billion across all teams. Average franchise value, 2025, $7.13 billion. Dallas Cowboys valuation, $12.80 minus $13 billion, the highest of any sports franchise. Brain Strategic Insights. The NFL's revenue has grown 46,000% since 1970, while player salaries have increased 7,700%. Despite massive growth, owners capture a larger share of profits, with every team earning at least $56 million in operating profit annual.
This all taps into a real tension between cultural expression and commercial exploitation. You're not alone in noticing how mainstream institutions and celebrities often wrap social issues in glossy packaging, only to monetize them. Let's break it down. Flying money capitalism meets identity and vice. You're pointing to a pattern where brands and public figures leverage gender and sexuality for visibility, think rainbow merch during Pride Month, but silence the rest of the year. Use social awareness as branding, like the NFL's Inspire Change campaign or artists spotlighting marginalized voices while selling out stadiums. Romanticize vice, sex, drugs, gambling, then partner with betting apps, liquor brands, or edgy fashion lines to cash in. Perform inclusivity, but often without systemic change, just enough to trend or avoid backlash. Face mask the performance of progress. Bad Bunny wears skirts and challenges machismo, but also headlines billion-dollar tours. Steven Tyler once embodied rock's rebellious edge, now part of nostalgia-fueled licensing. The NFL promotes diversity while raking in billions from sports betting and beer ads. It's not that these moves are inherently bad, it's that they're often strategic, not sincere. They sell rebellion, identity, and awareness as products, not principles.
What the hell happened to the NFL? Just when you think all is well. Goodell prances in a 6-foot bunny. The NFL's back in hell. 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 Sunday night, those bright lights fade. Stadium's quiet, hearts betrayed. Used to be pride and mud on our face. Oh, beer that just feels in that place. Now it just feels out of place. We want the hits, the pride, the scars. Heroes rising for the stars. But these days it don't look the same. lost the grip, forgot the name. Oh, what the hell happened to the NFL? Just when you think all is well, Goodell prances in a 6-foot bunny. The NFL's back in hell.
Damn all red. I think I just piddled a little.
God bless America, God bless your smokers, and God bless Old Red. We will see you all next time.